Hi guys, in today's video I will be discussing about visa questions. So I have divided these questions into three categories. First is basic and most important questions. These are the questions that are definitely asked in your visa interview, and answering these questions correctly is really important. The second category is tricky questions. So in the tricky questions I have added those questions which are not asked frequently, but answering them is a little bit tricky. You have to be diplomatic when answering those questions. And the third one is technical questions. So recently interviewers are asking technical questions also, and if you fail to answer these questions, your visa gets rejected. Though like not everyone is asking these questions, only few officers are asking these questions. So first of all, basic and important questions. So first question is why US? So in this question you can say that the US has many reputed colleges, many reputed universities, and they're more technologically advanced. Also they have world renowned professors. So that's why you're headed towards USA, and also a degree from US holds high value in India. So and that's why by getting a degree from US you can get a high paying job in India. This is how you can answer this question. Now why this university? So when you answer this question like why this university, you can tell about some of the unique features of your university, and you can say that you love its coursework, um, the professors are really good. This you can say it, but when you say it like you love its coursework, they might ask, okay, tell me about the coursework of this university. Then you can list the subjects that you're going to take in the first semester. So why masters? So in why masters you can say that you have already done so and so degree from this college, and by going for masters you can upskill yourself, and that will help you get a better job in India. That's why you're going for masters now. So these are the three most important questions that are asked, so make sure to answer them properly. If you answer these three questions nicely, there are high chances that the officer might not ask you any tricky questions. Now coming to how many schools did you apply? Answer how many you applied to. It's good if you have applied to 6 universities, like 6 is the optimal number. If you have applied to more than 6, or like very few universities such as 2 or 3, then they might ask you why did you apply to very few universities, or why did you apply to so many universities. So be sure you have an answer for that. Next is who is sponsoring for your education. Tell them what your sponsors detail, and the follow-up question might be what does your parents do and how will they fund you. And also if your bachelor's and master's are related, then they might ask like how is your bachelor's related to your master's program. Next they can ask about what is your undergrad qualification. So in undergrad qualification you have to tell them everything, that is we have done this degree from this college and we have gained this much CGPA. So tell them completely, okay. Next is what are your scores. So in the score you have to tell about your GRE and TOEFL score. And the last basic question, that is tell about your master's program. So in this you have to tell them that you're going for masters in, let's say, computer science in University of Florida, and it is a 2-year course program. Now coming to the tricky questions. So in tricky questions, first is unique thing about your university. This question has been asked uh, to some of the candidates. So in the unique thing about your university, you need to mention something unique. Okay, so there must be a lot of unique things about your university. Just do a Google search and remember one or two. You do not have to remember all of them. Just remember one or two and tell them that this is the unique thing about your university, and that is why you have chosen this university. Now coming to what skills will you gain. So if you say in your master, if you say that you're going for master's university to upskill yourself, then the follow-up question can be, okay, tell me what skills you can gain after going for a master's, right? So in this answer you can say that you will gain soft skills as you will be doing presentations. You will gain more technical skills. These are the skills you can tell them. Next is, will you work while studying? So any question that is work related, you need to say no. Okay. So first is, will you work while studying? No. You have to say no. I will focus on my studies. Second, will you work if you get a full-time job in USA? So according to me, you should say no. You are planning to return to your home country after completing your master degree. But some of my friends argue that you can say yes. You will work there for a few years and then come back because it will help boost your resume. But I think if you will say yes, then the visa officers will think that there is a potential, like you might immigrate there, you might stay in the USA. So I would suggest say no, and you are planning to come back to your home country after completing a master's degree. The next is, will you work on CPT or OPT? So for CPT, if your course has mandatory CPT, then you have to say yes, since your course requires mandatory internship, so you will enroll for CPT. But if there's no mandatory CPT, it is optional, then just say that no, you won't enroll for CPT since your course does not require mandatory internship program. Okay. So, and as for OPT, you have to say no, you're planning to return back to your home country. So if you're not familiar with CPT and OPT, CPT is granted to you for doing an internship in USA during your summer break or winter break. And for OPT is granted to you, like when your degree completes, then you have 3-month period. And those 3 months come under OPT. You have to get a job in USA. So in 90 days, that is in 2 months approx. And if you get a job in USA, then you will be enrolled for OPT. Next is, will you work in USA after MS? If you're offered a job in Microsoft USA, then just say no, because you're planning to return back to your home country. Your only purpose there is to study. What is the guarantee that you will return? So in this, you have to say that I would like to take the responsibility and look after my family, as my parents are now moving towards retirement age. Also, I will get way more opportunities in India with the master's degree from USA. This is one of the optional answers that you can say. If you have any other answer than this, then you can say that too. But in my opinion, this is the most most optimal answer. Now, another question that some of the candidates have faced is, why should I give you a visa? So in this, you can say that you have been a good student in undergrad and you think that you can perform really well in masters also master program will help you get further in your career. That's why you believe that you should be granted a visa. This is one of the answers you can say. If there's any other answer that you prefer, you can say that too. Next is, what will you do if you get rejected? So in this, you can say that you understand that your profile might be lacking and you will work on that and you will reapply, as it is your dream to study in the USA. And the last is, what are you going to do with this knowledge of computer and information science in future? Or what are you going to do with this knowledge of your degree in future? So you can say that you want to become a software developer or machine learning engineer after you come back to India. So the follow-up question can be that, okay, a software developer engineer, or a machine learning engineer, what does he do? And then you have to explain the role of the engineer to the officer. The last one is, what do you like about American culture? If you anywhere say in your answer that you like American culture, then they can ask you, what do you like about the American culture? Then you can say, then the answer that you can give is, what I love about the American culture is the diversity, and I aim to learn more from the cross-cultural ways of learning and working together. So these are some of the tricky questions that I have come across. If you have any other tricky questions, then please leave them in the comment section so that it can help others. Now coming to the technical questions. So recently this question was asked by a visa officer in Hyderabad. It is a very recent interview experience. It was on 1st July 2024 in Hyderabad consulate, and the counter number was 35, and the person was going for MS in AI. So the questions that were asked to him were, give an example of LLM, why AI, what is a subfield of AI, example of LSTM model, explain GAN, how many, and then some of the basic questions were asked. How many universities did you apply to? Why this university? Why University of Florida? And how have you planned your expenses? So as I told you before, officers are now asking tricky questions and also technical questions, so be prepared for the technical questions too. They're mostly asking, like, the technical questions will be related to your field or related to your project, so be sure to prepare for them too. Okay, some other technical questions that I came across was, what is AI, what is computer science, machine learning, what algorithms did you use, uh, explain your undergrad project, what algorithms you used, explain them, what is gradient boosting, and they might also ask some DSA question like explain queue, linked list, data structures, and difference between tuple list, what is Python, C++, Java, like basic questions, but be prepared for them. Okay, so these were some of the questions that I came across. I have made a PDF of it, and I also have a PDF of all the experiences of 2024 till June. I think I have it till June. Yeah. So I have a PDF of all the 2024 experiences also, from May to June. So if you need this PDF, then let me know. I will give it to you. Message me on LinkedIn or Instagram, and I will provide this PDF to you guys. So all the best for the interview. And if you have any doubt or if you want to know the answer of any question, then let me know. Leave a comment and I will answer. And if you guys have any tricky questions or any technical questions that you faced or your friend faced, then please comment them down below so that other students can find it. Okay, thank you and all the best. Bye.